today. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Indianapolis Colts taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the... Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Johnston. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Johnston. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the Raiders' 35.
He leaves this one for Howard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard.
On first down, Johnston. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Johnston's back.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
2nd and 1 at the 16-yard line.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Running with Howard. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Johnston. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a their 6'3" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Pick up with 2 yards.
From the gun, McCullough. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 99 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCullough. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McCullough. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the pass, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carried.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down, Johnston. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come up to 6.
A lot of points. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
First down, Raiders.
Back to throw. McCullough. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
A gain of 15. First down, Las Vegas.
Operating from the gun. McCullough. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, McCullough firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Third down.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCullough. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
To number 83.
From 13 yards out, and the Raiders have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Looking to throw on second down. Johnston into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it third.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Operating from the gun. Johnston. And he finds Howard complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
At the 49-yard line.
On first down, they run with Howard. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
By number 39.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and
Running from the gun with Howard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 5.
From the gun, Johnston. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Operating from the gun, McCullough. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Pickup of 61 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. They run the option on second down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Third down.
Now a give, right side. Rutledge. Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Las Vegas.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. From the gun, McCullough. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
Third down.
So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 3.
On second down, it's Howard. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
28-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and...
From the gun on 3rd down, Johnston. And that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Down Raiders.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down, Las Vegas.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw on 2nd down. McCollum, the quick slant caught. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And the lead will grow by 1 more. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. That'll be taken in by Anderson. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down, Johnston. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Colts 7.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rutledge. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
6-yard line. A gain of 14. And the Las Vegas first down.
On first down, Rutledge. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. McCollum. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add on to their lead. From the gun, McCollum. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
24.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They run with Howard. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Johnston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Johnston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead is now 24.
His kick is good.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And his throw is going to be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Johnston. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, Johnston. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They'll run on first down. It's Howard. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down now, Whitehead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Johnston. And he finds McDonald. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Howard. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Johnston. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
The Colts
From 4 yards out. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
from the gun. McCollum. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down, and finish this one off.
On 1st down, Rutledge. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Raiders 31, Colts 15.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCollum. And he fires one incomplete. Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Operating from the gun. McCollum. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, One of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Indy set to go on offense once more. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On first down, Johnston got his man complete over the middle. That's Griffin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats an elephant?
Well, if you do it one bite at a time. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye.
Yeah.
One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Yeah.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Throwing on first down, Johnston. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 5.
From the gun, Johnston. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The quarterback taken down.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
The quarterback is sacked.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Johnston. And he's got it complete to Anderson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw on 2nd down. Johnston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rutledge. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. The drive starts with a completion left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Looking left sideline, incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Johnston. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Colts operating from the gun. Johnston defensively. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So
how the fuck you let him catch you?
Nickel or dime strategy, Brandon. If wait for you, we'll put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close